Time to read The Mitten by Jan Brett, one of my favorite snowy time stories, and I've done it a lot of story times in your classrooms. The Mitten. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as the snow. At first, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit white mittens. "If you drop one in the snow," she warned, "you'll never find it." But Nicky wanted some snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So this is what I think the mitten looked like. The mittens. It has a hedgehog on it. There's going to be a hedgehog in the story. So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. There he is, tucked inside, and this is what's coming next. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his warm coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. And there's the rabbit wiggling in. Here's the next one. Next, a hedgehog came sniffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being one to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. Now there's 3 animals inside: mole, rabbit, and hedgehog. And here's who's coming next. Somebody that likes to eat all of those animals. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Those are his glinty talons. Here's who's coming next. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. And there he is. Look how big that mitten's getting. It's not little anymore. And this who's coming next. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. That means sleepy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. Next is a big bear. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be, but what animal would argue with a bear? Not any. The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many, many times its size, but Baba's good knitting held fast. And then a tiny little animal wants to see if there's any more room. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wriggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Ah, 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 chewy! That's Papa Jay's goofy laugh. The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. Achoo! There went the mitten. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten silhouetted against the blue sky. Good thing he chose a white mitten and not a blue one. As he ran to catch his snow white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound. Then she saw that he still had his new mittens. But she wondered why one was bigger than the other. And then we always sing a little song. You can sing it with me. The mitten's on the ground, the mitten's on the ground. Hi-ho, it's cold outside, the mitten's on the ground. The mole snuggled in, the mole snuggled in. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The mole snuggled in. What's next? The rabbit snuggled in. The rabbit snuggled in. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The rabbit snuggled in. What's next? The hedgehog snuggled in. The hedgehog snuggled in. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The hedgehog snuggled in. The badger snuggled in. The badger snuggled in.
He's touching me.
Hi ho, it's cold outside. The badger snuggled in. The fox snuggled in. The fox snuggled in. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The fox snuggled in. We forgot the owl. The owl swooped in. The owl swooped in. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The owl swooped in. The bear lumbered in. The bear lumbered in. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The bear lumbered in. The mouse squeaked in. The mouse squeaked in. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The mouse squeezed in. Shoo! The animals flew around. The animals flew around. Hi ho, it's cold outside. The animals flew around. Where's my mitten? Nicky caught his mitten. Nicky caught his mitten. Hi ho, it's cold outside. Nicky caught his mitten. Home, home we go. Home, home we go. Look, Baba, I have my mittens. Home, home we go. I love you. Bye-bye.